Good morning, everyone. I think I'm streaming right now, so definitely a late start for me. It's after 10:30, so it's the initial balance already formed. Hope everybody had a great week so far. Hopefully we can close this week out strong. Definitely been an up and down week for me. I started pretty well, then had a couple of days where it was a couple of losing days in a row. So hopefully today will be better. Looking at the market here, we definitely have been grinding higher and definitely moving higher. See if we can get some kind of pullback. See if we can. This is a resistance area we're in right now. See if we could go short, go below 61. Go below 61 now. Take that swing out. That's a big value gap. Eventually, we know there's a high probability they're gonna come back and fill this and do something with this here. So I got an order to go short here somewhere. Let me see. Oh, you know what? I'm looking at the MNQ. Not bad. I had an order to go short around 76, I believe, before I started the stream, because I knew this market, if it comes down, it would be like that here. I had an opportunity to go short. Let's see. Okay, so it's definitely time to move to break even. Yeah, before I get on stream, I had an order to go short. There's a thing here. Moving my stop to break even here could be premature where they come and tag you out for break even. No negative bar here will go down to break even. Like right now might be the time. 75. I'm targeting about 50 points here. So we're halfway there. Yeah. So let's see what happens. And I took that short because this is the ES, but ES and NQ, they move pretty much the same. NQ on the right here, we overextended. We're at the resistance area here, and that green line is a resistance area. So when it gives me, make this a little bigger. When it gives me this formation here, I said give me a lower high, so give me a lower low, and my order was to go short right here. Sell right here after this lower high. So now we're targeting 50 points here. Really, we could target this band. It gets there. It's fine, but I think we have a good chance of reaching 25 here. Now we're at this level, so we are pushing this swing. That's probably why we see some buying going on here. Let's see if we can get down here and take me out for my target. But again, I'm virtually at break even. I'm only risking 2 ticks because I don't want to get ticked out by 1 tick or 2, maybe 1 tick sometimes. And it's at 75, which is like a pretty important number. So if we can break down here and go lower, look at my order flow chart. What is it saying here? It looks like we're breaking down. So what I may start doing is we get a new bar down, probably capture something here like 17 points. Let's capture 17 points here. Oh, nice. So I didn't even have to capture 17 points because it went straight down. It went straight down for my target. 25, 75, 50. The round number, they're usually support and resistance. So that's why when I see this, I say, hey, we might get 50 points here out of this, and we did. So today might be a one and done session for me as far as trading. I'm probably gonna look unless there's something really, really appealing. I may not do much more in here. Just gonna be watch the market at this point. Again, that was a good thing we took our profit right here. It bounced right at 25, pretty much. So let's see how it goes. Well, it turns out my target was pretty on target. Kind of place it in the right position here. The market bounced right on it. I think this week will be a nice positive day, positive week. I think I'm still looking for some bearish movement here. Market is kind of pausing right now. Again, we're still at that top. Can we come all the way down to fill this gap? We don't know. Basically, I'm just going to stay here and watch, watch what the market does. I'm basically done trading. If you just watching now, I caught a short in the NQ as I was starting the broadcast. I believe I had an order to go short in the NQ here after we had this. So we had this lower low. We had those little pullbacks trying to go upside, but they couldn't. Below this resistance that I shorted. Got a little bit of heat, then came back and tagged me out for a 50-point win on the NQ. That's 200 ticks, so we'll take that every day. Just close out the week strong. Again, right now we still have resistance. I'm expecting a market to probably go lower. Especially today is a Friday too. When you look at the market overall for the week, I'm looking at let's look at the big picture and the 30-minute chart. We had a couple down days. I mean, when you look at this market this week, it was like a mixed bag. Okay, so we're looking at 1, 2, 3. So this was Monday. And we're saying we're in that area. We're gonna be selling off. We did, and it's really since yesterday we've been going higher. Which makes sense, when the market's been kind of going down all week, it makes sense for them to buy it on the last day to bank their profits. If you are a seller, to get out of your sell, you want to be a buyer at some point to get out of your sell. So I believe that's what's happening here. And we're definitely approaching that same resistance area. I wouldn't be surprised that we see some more selling going on for the rest of the session here. So we'll have to wait and see. When I'm looking at my regular computer here, the market is heading a little lower, which is understandable. So let's see what happens for the rest of the day. Yeah, looks like the market is going lower, as I was thinking it would at this point on a Friday. So we have real-time data now. As you can see, my lag time are like 7 milliseconds. That's actually 50 milliseconds and 4 milliseconds, 2 milliseconds on the NQ. Sorry, 20 milliseconds on the NQ. So yeah, we definitely get back to that fast time again. I'm gonna move this over here. But market is definitely going lower, running lower. Europe is closing in 1 minute. So that's another factor to consider. I want to welcome Scott to the stream. So right at the beginning, I caught like a short on the NQ. I think I'm basically done trading for the day. I'm just here to just watching. Went short right here on the NQ and cover it down here at 25. Nice little gain. And right now I'm just hanging out with you guys, you and Jimmy. Thank you for supporting the stream, and I'm here every day. I'll be here as much as I can every day, and usually I'm going to start streaming around 9:30, 10 o'clock. Sometimes maybe before 9:30, but I typically don't take any positions until maybe around 10. Today I had a later start. I started right after 10:30, right after the initial balance was formed. And at the beginning, I had an order, even before I went live, I had an order to go short in the NQ. Got filled and was able to capture it live on the stream, the target being hit. Always definitely go back and watch it. And also, every day that I make a stream, so because there are so many pauses, and so I go back and edit it, remove the pauses. That's all I do. I just remove the pauses, and any action, anything that I've done or said on the stream will be on that highlight video. So YouTube may take up to 24 hours so I can download the copy of the live. So basically, that's why sometimes it's going to take some delay. Like yesterday's live, last time I checked, late last night before I went to bed. I don't think I was able to download it yet, but let me see right now as I'm talking about it. Okay, it is available to be downloaded, so I'll just download it. By the end of the day, I have that recap, the highlights from yesterday, Thursday, October 24th, up on the channel. So if you want to check it out, yesterday was kind of like it was a red day as far as profit, but it's most importantly what I'm focusing on nowadays is just following my plans, and as long as I followed my plan that day, I didn't overtrade, I didn't do anything crazy. I'm good with that. But today is it's a nice day to just close it out. Again, I reached my quota for the day as far as my target, my goal as far as money wise. But again, been calling this short here since that's resistance area. When we retrace after I cover my short, it retraced to this value gap, the 2000 tick value gap, fair value gap here. Keeps hitting it and never went above it, and that green line is a resistance line as well, so definitely wanted to be shorting this. Load the script on this because I'm supposed to be able to see what the market internals are doing here down here. They're probably all red. I mean, at this point they should be red or going into the red. A lot of it is red. Most of it is red at the moment. So yeah, going long here would be I'm so sorry guys, I have to clear my throat. Like I said, I've been battling a cold all week, really since Tuesday. Yeah, definitely long here would be very risky. We're about to break support on the ES. We're at a support level here, but breaking it is very likely. Below the VWAP, we may see this market drifting lower. So let's see what happens. Yeah, definitely. If I were to be trading, I would definitely trade on the short side now. Now in the NQ, we are approaching this support level. So the support zone, that's kind of, as far as location wise, it may not be the best. Yeah, definitely. You definitely want to pull back here. You don't want to be chasing it. So for example, the NQ, if you were to trade the NQ, you're looking at probably a break of this level, come back to it, and go down to the next one. Call it a break hook and go. Break hook and go setup. So if you have to wait basically below 600, below 600 right now would be probably the better place to go short. But you gotta definitely wait for that pullback. Let the pullback be behind you. Yeah, this is the ES. This is the SP500 again. It's breaking support right now. Going lower eventually here. Going lower. And that blue line should be resistance because it was support at some point. So we should see a little rejection right here. Possible rejection. It's about to be 12 o'clock, so probably at 12 I will end the stream. Here this blue line was resistance. It did get a little rejection at a few points and then broke it now. That looks like it wants to bounce to the upside here. So let's see if we go lower. This is definitely an important level. We can see the market go one way or the other. But again, we couldn't make a newer low. A new low here, so I'll be in market's kind of flux right now, but it can still favor the short. All this time I was talking and I was muted. I was looking at the order flow for the NQ here. Definitely bearish. We're seeing some, the point of control of each bar is on top, like the top third of the bar, which is the bears are definitely in control of this market at the moment. But we're hitting that support zone. But I think if we break it, it might be a violent break to the downside here. Oh, I'm sorry, Jimmy, you missed the short. Yeah. Nowadays, what I tend to do is really do either stop limit or stop order. That way I know, hey, when the U-turn happens, I can be with the trade. That way I don't miss it. Because sometimes you may targeted level to go short, but the market never make it there. I'm looking earlier here. Let's say after this drop, you say, hey, market's going to come back to this band, but it never did. So you would miss that. I'm looking at this here, all this zone here, all this bottom and tops are really support and resistance zone. So that's another zone you could have drawn manually. That's a support. Then kind of play around it. Resistance, and then boom. Going short here about 40, 38, between 38 and 40. You'd be up about 30, about 30 points right now. So again, yeah, so as I was saying, yeah, we're breaking the support. Wow, Jimmy, you missed it by like 4 ticks. That stinks. Yeah. Market's gonna do that sometime. You're gonna miss some trades. Got about 81. Yeah. And 81 was right at the Globex VWAP too. So when you hit that Globex VWAP, the Globex VWAP definitely serve as resistance here. I think we may see some kind of fight back and forth here in the NQ. Probably same thing for the ES too, because again we're at a support zone, and once you're at a support zone like this, you don't know if it's gonna go lower until it actually does go lower. So that's why you gotta be patient and wait here. It's about to be 12 o'clock, so definitely wanna be careful here with the NQ, and yes, because I wouldn't be surprised we see a bounce here again. It's been playing in this area for a while now. Some aggressive buying happening right now. Push higher here would not surprise me, but could have been people taking profit from this drop right at the hour so they can push it lower. So that's another possibility as well. All right, guys, so I'm going to end the stream. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. I'll be here Monday. I'll schedule it ahead of time. That way, if you come to the channel, you'll be able to see what time we're doing it. So since it's going to be Monday, I think 9 o'clock on Monday, I'll start the stream. That way we can look at the pre-market together and go from there. Have a good weekend. God bless. Take care, and see you on Monday. Bye-bye.